For the first time in probably like a few years, I don't think I have a good grip on myself and what's going on with me. That is very uncharacteristic for me, but that is how the last month has been for me. January 2026, the beginning of this year has been one of the harder times of my life. I've actually experienced a few forms of depression, you could say, that is almost uncharted territory, this deep level of sadness. And I'm failing right now. I'm failing on a few different fronts. But I'm not going to use these explanations as excuses, because I'm going to talk about why I'm failing. I'm still going to be accountable to my failure. There's no denying the reality of failure. You can do everything you want to try and flip the script, but sometimes failure is just failure. It could be very humbling, it could be humiliating, but it also can be really good for humility as well. I am failing right now. Why am I failing? I had 3 major resolutions this year. We're almost at the end of January. I wanted to open Ableton every day, go to the gym 3 times a week, and upload a YouTube video every day. I'm failing all 3 of those. I also have some goals in life that I'm not achieving. Basic diet, failing. Tax season, I'm failing tax season as a business owner. Basic, like, my oil needs changed in my truck, failing. I know there's perspective and there's grace to be given, but by the end of the day, I am failing right now. I'm going to talk about why. Some of these are emotional things that are causing actions to take place that are spiraling my failure into what it is. I don't see myself as a failure. I know that I'm capable of succeeding at anything I do, but right now, you got to call a spade to get back on track. What are the emotional things causing me to be in this place? It's been a slow start to the year. That's number 1. When I have financial insecurity or instability or struggles, it fucking sends me through the rails. The second half of January has been phenomenal. The first half of January was basically dead. And until it turned around, I was basically not making any money to start the year. And it was fucking terrifying. My rent has increased by 2 since my ex moved out. Imagine whatever you're paying for rent, double that. And give it to the next person. Well, that next person's me, bitch. Rent has doubled. That has caused, that's a life event that has caused immediate need for more money. And when the first 2 weeks of the month are giving you nothing, and I was fucking trying to find work and stuff, it was fucking killing me. That has changed. It's actually basically I'm as good or better than I've been at every month now. Like, it completely doubled up the second half of the month, which is great, but like that doesn't change all the different spiraling effects that took place after that's led me to here right now. So financial stress and insecurity is one of the things that have been causing a lot of emotional stress, which has caused me to not achieve my New Year's resolutions, but also other life goals. The second thing, tax season. As a business owner, I don't have or didn't have all of my infrastructure in place. So tax season has been really stressful for me so far. And there's a lot of things that I have to do that I've never had to do before. I have a 1099 NEC from my ex doing work and taking a commission. So I have to like basically have her fill out a form so that I can showcase that I paid her money. Taxes in general, basically documenting all my business expenses and separating them from my personal expenses because I didn't have a dedicated account for one, which is stressful. The exact same thing for income. I had income from Venmo, from Zelle, for cash, checks, like all of these different ways of making money that I literally like have never had to deal with before. That's stressful. It's overwhelming. I'm just starting to get it back in order, but like that has been a second thing that has been causing a lot of stress for me. Number 3, living on my own. When rents double and you have tax season going on and you're not making money and you're living on your own, I feel completely and totally isolated. Can't breathe. I feel detached from society. I'm out here watching fucking live fucking TikToks and YouTubes because I feel too depressed to leave the house, but I feel so detached that I'm like fucking watching live streams just to feel like I'm, you know, locked in on like someone else's life as it's happening, as opposed to like videos that are already posted. So that, like, I've never been through that level of like sadness where like I just want to get on someone's live, like watch a live stream just because I'm so depressed and lonely. I've been trying to spend time with friends more, but like I struggle with that naturally, so I don't have that resource at a hard time. You know what I mean? Like when you don't have the foundation of a strong friendship or a group of community to rely on when you're going through a tough time, it can be really dangerous, and that's been kind of what the problem has been for me. So those are basically 4 main things. Slow start to the year, financial, taxes are overwhelming, you know, responsibilities, living on my own, feeling isolated, and that doesn't help for someone who has bipolar depression like I do, and then rent doubling. So you're actually doubling the financial stress by having more bills and making less money, and I'm like losing my mind. And then the big kicker here of the emotional issues that I've been dealing with has been my brother. Last Christmas, someone called Wham, this last season, like Christmas season, like my brother and I, we've got a fucked up relationship, a fucked up dynamic. He's kind of been abusive to me most of our entire life, especially when he gets angry. He just thinks he can treat me however he wants. We're adults now. He tried being a big fucking piece of shit to me. He was a big fucking piece of shit to me again. He's my older brother. He's always used force, bullying, rage, being loud, being aggressive, being a bully to like put me in my place and big bro me. This happened this last Christmas season, and I basically had to stand up to him and tell him, dude, we're not fucking kids anymore. And he got in my face, threatened me, called me every fucking name under the sun, and it hurt because that's how he really feels about me. That's my brother. And just like every other time, there was no check-in to try and mediate or get on the same page or apologize. It's just like it didn't happen. And I had to realize these last few weeks that the expectations and hopefulness I had to build and nurture interpersonal relationships, familial relationships, is now gone. And it really sucks because I've always like had a dream to get close with my family, and I really struggle with it. So this really was like devastating to me. And it caused a lot of problems on top of all of these other things I'm dealing with. Partially because his birthday and my mom's birthday are right in the middle like of January, like literally like the 15th and the 19th. And I also have not a good relationship with my mom from Thanksgiving. So both of those things kind of hit me in the middle of the month, and I had to have like 2 therapy sessions that week because I was basically inaudible for the first time in a therapy session ever after like a year and a half plus of therapy with this therapist. And he was like, he's never seen me like that. He wanted to see me again. We talked about it, and then yesterday we talked about this stuff in more detail. All of these emotional things are causing me to fail. And I want to give myself grace, and I will, but I still have to. You can give yourself grace, but also still be accountable. And that's what I'm doing. So these emotional stressors are causing actions that I'm taking that are further spiraling this negative self, not belief per se, but just it's all spiraling in a downward direction. One of those things is diet. It's an action I'm taking based on how I feel. That's my control. I have to be responsible to that because your health doesn't care about how you feel. It only responds to what you put in your body, right? So my diet has taken a hit because that's one of the ways that I've been coping is like binge eating or stress eating. An action that I'm not taking is music, which I feel the most fulfilled in life when I'm working on music and doing it and singing, writing, and producing. It's one of my biggest talents in life. and I'm not just glazing myself. Like, it's legitimately the number one skill I have, and I'm not doing it, and it's basically ruining my life even further when I'm not doing the thing that I feel like is my true passion. The other thing that's happening is because of all these things, and I'm not doing music, my 3 big resolutions, which is open Ableton, go to the gym, and go to the gym 3 times a week and upload a video every day to YouTube or somewhere else, on whether it's Oliver Chase or my live event company. These emotional things, they're causing me to overeat and not do music. We're getting some spiraling going. You know, one's hitting the other's hitting the other, and I'm really starting to feel it. The other thing is my lack of sleep has been causing, and it's not so much an action, and it's not even a lack of sleep, it's just my sleep schedule is so fucking off that, like, I don't feel like there's any routine. I'll get up really late right before I need to go to a job, or I'll get up way too early and feel like I don't actually have the energy and I need to go take a nap, and then I wake up way later. Sleep is off. And then, like, dating apps and, like, kind of like sex as escapism. I'm not like having sex as escapism per se, but I don't think I'm practicing the best sexual health practices. I need to do a better job with getting test results and providing test results and getting tested consistently again, which I have gotten tested and everything's clean. Woo! Why did I do that? Everything's clean. Looking good. But I've done 2 collaborations and seen another person in the last, I'm not going to say how much time, but I did talk about results and stuff. Like, I've had the conversation about it, which is way more than I've done in the past, but I haven't actually, like, been like, hey, can I see your results? Hey, and then, like, also like, oh, you haven't been tested, so I shouldn't even be having sex with you. But I still went and did it. 2 collaborations, both of them did get tested but didn't have their results, and the other person hadn't been tested, and I still slept with them. So it's like better sexual, like, I don't want to be that person anymore who is sexually irresponsible. I just don't. I want to be sexually responsible. I want to focus on my health and have more transparency there and have better personal responsibility. That's for me and for no one else. So that is something that, like, is a standard now that it makes me feel really shitty to not follow it. I think sexual health and responsibility is sexy now. I'm reframing my brain to not be so risky with my decisions with that, be much more selective and slow with just hooking up with people and seeing people or having one night stands. But that's, an action that I've been taking that's, like, just in the back of your head, because you're like, well, what if there's scares? What if there's a scare? Like, what? Like, I'm not verifying. Who the fuck are you saying? So even though I've taken better steps to talk more bluntly and straightforward about testing and asking partners to get tested before we see each other, I haven't actually seen the results yet before just sleeping with them. Thankfully, I'm also getting negatives from them. Like, they've gotten their results and said, all right, we're good. And 2 of them were collabs. So it's more like more business, but it is pleasure too. Like, I actually, like, enjoy these people that I'm doing collaborations with. So this is why I'm failing. There's some emotional things that are causing actions, and they're spiraling, and by the end of all of it, it's just turning into me not doing what I need to do. And I need to be honest with myself, because accountability goes nowhere without actually being able to identify and pinpoint what's going wrong, why it's going wrong, and what needs to change. What needs to change right now? I'm not going to act like I'm a fucking expert or a guru, because I've been going through a low in a way that I don't think I've fully experienced before, for a multitude of reasons. Business, new business ventures, living on my own, getting back into the OF space, dealing with familial problems, and having resolutions and trying to be more accountable to resolutions that I'm not following through on. And then a new refined focus and priority for sexual responsibility and sexual health, advocating for our health and our safety as much as our pleasure. these are new responsibilities I'm putting myself, and I don't have the foundation of like having my shit in order and everything's just fucking falling apart. What do I need to do to change this? Well, raise my conviction and integrity and expectation and transparency for sexual health. Require results, get tested regularly, and don't sleep with somebody who's not getting tested and can't have that honest adult conversation. So that's got to be number one in terms of the sex workspace for me. Secondly, no matter how hard it is, just get back to it. I don't see myself as a failure. I see someone who has been failing, and I don't identify with it. How do I get around? How do I beat that? One day at a time. I'm putting this video out. I'm going to hit the gym at least once the next 3 days because I have a really busy work schedule and I don't want to overdo it. If I wanted to go to the gym 3 times this week, I had free time earlier this week. It's now not smart for me to try and rush a 3-day gym thing. Maybe just hit the gym once this week and then let's try again next week. Music, open Ableton. Those are just actions that I don't really have to think about. How long does it take to open Ableton on my computer? Less than 5 minutes. Just open it up. Fuck. Even if I'm just spending 4 minutes on there, play on the piano, drop a little fucking stupid melody and be like, okay, you know what? It wasn't the best thing in the world, but I did what I said I was going to do. Build that habit again, because I was doing it. Get my taxes done. Finish tax season. Prioritize tax season. That's another way, which I have been. I have been doing it, and I'm very proud of myself. Yesterday, I put a lot of work in getting my statements, putting them in an Excel sheet, documenting what was business, what was not business. I still have to finish that process. I've opened up the TurboTax. I'm going through, starting that process. So diet is another thing. What's another way? Just try to eat something healthy every day. I know that I may be in a place right now where I'm still relying on eating unhealthy as a way to cope with some of this. I'm not going to be too hard on myself with that, but one way to address this, honestly, for me personally right now is, hey, if I know that I'm in a bad place with my food, with my diet right now, just go get like a little shot, like one of those alcohol. No, go get one of those little like cleansing shots, like, you know, a little ginger shot, or, you know, if I know I'm going to go to fucking like Dunkin' Donuts, like also hit up a Jamba Juice. There's some things I can do. There's some mindfulness here that I could be practicing. I could set a timer on my phone that reminds me, hey, why don't you just do 5 minutes of just mindfulness? You know, or like call your grandmother, call your sister. There's a lot of things I can do to help myself get back on track. And I think for starters, I am going to identify actual goals to stick by. STD responsibility and sexual health integrity. I don't know, just a stupid little saying. We know what it means. Eat one healthy thing a day. 5-minute mindfulness. Fucking tell myself I love myself. Say I love you. Okay. This week specifically, go to gym once before Monday. Let's say put out one YouTube video. This is going to be the YouTube video I want to put out before this weekend's over. And then today's Thursday, I'm not going to be home until it's basically tomorrow. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, open Ableton 2 times. I can open Ableton 2 times. These are my goals. Eat 1 healthy thing a day, go to the gym once before Monday, put out this YouTube video, and eat something healthy. I think I already said that. And then better STD responsibility and sexual health integrity. 5 minutes of mindfulness a day. Say I love you to yourself once a day. Just say, and this will be it. I love you. I love you. I'm looking in the mirror. I love you. I want to get my shit together. I want to get my fucking ducks in a row. This is how we start, okay? I'll let you know how I'm doing in a few days. It's been a tough one, I'm not gonna lie. It has been a tough one, but, you know, I want to get things in order. I want to do things that are right. I want to do things the right way. And this is how it starts. Thanks for watching. If this helps you at all, I don't know if I should do more videos like this, but yeah. Bye for now.